Now that we've seen what the cars are like with me sitting on them, let's see what it's like when I'm behind the wheel. Formula Swift car, the most junior category at this year's JK Tyre National Racing Championship. The engine in this, as we saw earlier, is mounted transversely. This does affect the handling of the car because there's a lot of weight on the back axle. What that means is that the rear of the car starts to slide as soon as you turn the steering wheel. Cars are quite easy to drive otherwise, quite drivable. The engine's got a very smooth torque curve. You can get on the power quite early without any wheel spin. Some of the corners, it's a little bit of a trick between second gear or third gear. You get a bit of an option, but otherwise nice and simple to drive. The car's got good steering response, good stability on the brakes, so all round a good package. Formula Hyundai, on the other hand, has got phenomenal handling on turn-in. Because the inline engine gearbox, the weight distribution is a bit better, it's got a longer wheelbase. That changes the complexity of the handling completely. The downside of it is the engine doesn't seem to have as much power. Out of the slow corners, you have to use third gear with the 4-speed gearbox that's been imported, which means that you've got a lot of sort of corners where you're struggling for power on the way out. But drivability-wise, it's not too bad. Handling-wise, it's easier to drive. So for drivers who move up from the Swift to the Hyundai, you might actually get an easier ride. Formula Roll-On is a completely different car to drive. It handles a lot better, the car's more responsive to direction change, and more stable on the brakes as well. The gearbox is completely different to anything you'd use. You don't need to use the clutch apart from off the line, maybe a little bit for the down changing. The 1600cc Optra engine doesn't really produce as much power as you feel you can have in this car. The drivability is very good though, there's torque all the way through the range, and the gear ratios are quite short and are quite well suited actually for the circuit.